Hey Legacy Builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In this video, I'm going to be budgeting my paycheck, the first paycheck for the month of October. I'm going to close it out with you. I'm going to share with you how much we received as income. I'm going to track some of the goals, and then I'm going to allocate the money as I need to. Now, we're probably going to start using the cushion as a part of our income every time we budget, just so I know that everything that we need to do, we can do with the money that we have to work with. And I'm always going to try to leave something behind in our cushion, because it's better to have at least $1 left back in our checking account as opposed to zero. So for October 3rd, the first paycheck for October, we worked with $11.87.52. Just a reminder, our top priority was Psalm 84:11. No good thing does he withhold from me or from those who walk uprightly. So I'm focused on that. The $11.87.52 includes the $11.65 that came from W-2 income, and we had about $22.52 still sitting in our operating account that I wanted to use. Now, I am going to allocate two items in my giving bucket. $117 is going towards our tithe, and $60 is our first fruit offering for the month. So adding that up together brings us to $177 for giving in the first week. And then our investments are automatic, so I make sure to leave behind $35 for my Fidelity IRA, so they'll take that out within next week, and then $30 for Robinhood, which we're using to build up our dividend portfolio. So that's $65 every single week. Now for cash expenses, I did withdraw $100, and I do cash stuffing on Tasha's money and stuff. So if you'd like to see that part of the journey, please go ahead and subscribe over there. So I put $25 into laundry, $10 into my wallet, $30 towards the kids' payroll, and $35 into some random mini challenges. It's so much fun. And then for bills and expenses, now your girl did have a speeding ticket, so I paid it with my credit card, and they charged me a processing fee. So the ticket itself was $50, but it ended up being $51 after they charged me an additional fee. So I also have a Fidelity Visa, which I'm paying back at 0% interest. So I have a minimum payment of $63. We paid that. And then I'm saving extra towards rent, because one day we will have a mortgage. So we're just stretching or exercising that muscle now, putting extra aside each week. So that's $475. And then I put $150 on my Quicksilver credit card. It's debt because in actuality it is. We used a card for back to school shopping and all those things, so I have to pay those charges back. So $739 for bills and expenses. And then the automatic savings is basically going to 4 different places. $35 of the $75 is a once a month automatic payment to our Quicksilver credit card. And then the remaining $40 is split between our food fund, wellness fund, clothing fund, and transportation fund. So for savings this first week is $75. I didn't have anything extra to put towards the emergency fund or to Christmas this week. And then I forgot about the cushion, so what should be left over is $32.52, if I did my math correctly. So I'm just writing the cushion in this other box, and the total of that is $32.52. So we're going to check to see if I actually have a zero-based budget or not. If you've been following along, you probably already see where we're over, not by much, but thank God for a cushion. This is one of the reasons why we have one, and we're trying to build it up a little bit more so that when things happen, we have extra to work with. So adding up all of my buckets, giving, investing, cash, bills/expenses, savings, purpose funds, and other, we come to $11.88.52. So that means I'm $1 over budget, and that's basically because of that fee that they charged me through the DMV to pay the ticket back. So that's okay. So our cushion in reality, it's not going to be 32.52, but it'll be 31.52 because the dollar will come from there. So I'm thankful for that. So next thing that I normally do is I track how much of the income we use went to giving, savings, and investing. My goal for these is to make sure we give at least 10%. Savings is at least 5%, and investing is at least 5%. We did increase this recently, so the new goal is 6%, really. So hopefully we can reach that each week. I know for savings, I did include the cushion because the reality is the savings, even though it's in the checking account, it's not money that we intend to touch. It's just there for those in case, things. All right, so 14.9% went to giving this week, 9% went to savings, and 5.4% went to investing. And so now that I've done all of that, I'm going to make my money moves, and I'll probably show confirmation on the screen that we transferred the money for our giving. We left behind money for our investing, so you won't be able to see that yet because this is for next week. The cash I pulled out, you can see that on Tasha's Money and stuff. And I'll show, receipts for the tickets I paid and the rent that was transferred and the credit card payments. So $75 is staying behind. You won't see that, but it's in the account. And then $32.52 is obviously just sitting in the account ready for use when needed. So it is late when I'm filming this video, so the sun is not really as bright in the sky. So I hope that you can see things clearly because it is, I'm working with natural light here. All right, so moving on to my expense tracker. I need to track how much we have in our account, what transactions hit, like our transfers or our money movements, and then also deposits that came in. So if you are following along with me, thank you. Don't forget to like this video. Comment down below if you have any thoughts, opinions, or just to say hey, and subscribe if you haven't. So we started the month of October on the 30th or on the 29th of September because I start from the first Sunday all the way through the last Saturday of the month. And we had a little bit of income come from Amazon, but I used that for my Transfer Tuesday. And then I made some money movements in the past week for investments and, paying a little bit extra towards the debt, which is our credit card. And then we had income come in of $10.65, and that already included the $100 I took out. I took it out from our brick and mortar bank. So after today's money movements for the payday and everything that I already took out, we're ending with $435 and 52 cents. In reality, the cushion is $31.52 because remember, the cushion that I thought we were going to have was $32.52 if we didn't have that extra dollar we had to pay. So I hope you don't mind the voiceover as well as, me just sharing with you how we manage our money paycheck to paycheck. I hope if you have my workbook that you could open it up and you could do this with me. Let's budget together. So now that I have my first paycheck budget closed out for the month of October, I'm going to plan or project for the second one. So the plan is simple. It's going to be $1,100, which means our tithe is going to be planned at $110, and we don't have any extra giving for this week. Investing is still tongue-tied. Investing is still $65. Cash expenses will still be $100 because the monthly budget says we should take out $400 maximum for the month. So we'll see how this goes. I'm pretty much allocating the cash the same way throughout the month. $25 going towards laundry costs, $10 to my wallet. Kids payroll will get $30, and challenges will be split up however we can, $35. Now for debt this week, I'm not sure yet, so I'm going to just see how much money we have left over after I pay the remaining $67 towards the Fidelity Visa card that I have at 0% and $475 for next month's rent and the extra. So after all of that, we have $208 remaining, and I really do want to put something towards Christmas, so I'm going to allocate $175 to pay towards my Quicksilver credit card debt, and then I'm going to see how much we can put towards emergency fund and Christmas. So because it doesn't divide equally, I'm going to put $15 into our emergency fund in week 2, and that's the projection. And then I'm projecting to put $18 towards Christmas. Something is better than nothing. I would love for it to be more, and I'm sure I could say, hey, well, let's just not put anything towards the emergency fund at Christmas and, put it on the debt. But we still do have an automatic payment coming out each month. And wherever there is extra income, I for sure will use it to pay down the credit card even more. So adding up everything, our bills and expenses for the second week should be $717 in case, unless something changes where we get more income that we can put more money towards debt. And so now I'm just going to subtract everything and make sure I have allocated every single dollar and I have $0 left over to budget with. So taking the $90 for savings and the $18 for Christmas, boom, we have a zero-based budget. So that's our $1,100 zero-base every dollar budget, whichever however you want to call it. And I just want to check my monthly budget and my goals quickly to see if we're still on pace to doing what we said we would do in the month of October. A couple of things have changed already, if you notice. I don't think when I did my October budget reset, that I included the cushion in there. Oh, and my top priority, the Lord shall fight for you, from Exodus 14:14. So I'm not sure if I included the cushion. I'm going to go back and check while I'm doing this. And I did not. And I didn't plan a dollar amount for the emergency fund either. But because the money was available, I decided to use it. I'm just going to change the speed ticket from $50 to $51 because of that processing fee. And I already wrote in that we gave our first fruit offering because that's something that's important to us. It's a value-based belief, and we made sure to do that the moment the money hit our account. And so that's everything, you guys, for this video. We are on pace to reach some of our goals although it's only the first week of October. We're still pulling out cash, we're still investing. That's still automatic. Savings is still automatic, so it makes it easier to budget the rest of the money after we know that we're paying ourselves first. So I am going to just put a check mark on the first Friday of the month. We are now done. I hope that you are continuing to enjoy the content that I'm providing on this channel. I hope that we are building a community of people who will continue to budget their money, set their goals, and mind your money, y'all. Manage it well and live your lives abundantly. I thank you so much for being here for as long as you were. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to you in the next one. Bye for now.